Good afternoon, and hope you're all doing all right. Welcome to the channel. Great cloudy day. I'm going to read from Living a Life of Awareness, and I know I've added some videos to the playlist, I think last week, so there's 30-something videos you can find on there. I still have yet to get back to going through all that, through my timeline on my channel, to add every bit of the videos I did a few years ago from this book. But at this moment, I'm just picking randomly different ones out when I decide I want to read from this book to share a meditation with you. Since I did a Fifth Agreement video this morning, I thought that doing a Living a Life of Awareness short little video would be a good thing. It goes hand in hand. Looking at my face, it looks almost dirty. I don't know, I've been sleeping, but maybe I'm not sleeping as well as I thought. Yeah, this one's called Finding Your Fanaticism. Fanaticism describes a rigid attachment to knowledge with an excessive intolerance of opposing views. It is driven by a need to believe in something 100%. Anything that contradicts or puts into question this sustainability of the belief is a direct threat, and a fanatic will defend the belief at any cost. Prejudice, intolerance, and violence are the instruments with which the belief is imposed onto the dream of the planet. Regardless of how it can appear, the driving force behind fanaticism is not hate or anger, but rather an extreme form of conditional love for self and others. This is how any beautiful belief in the world can become lost in corruption as knowledge controls a person's will for sake of its own existence. You might be wondering, why, Grey Cloud, are you reading this particular one? I'll tell you later, here in a minute. That was from the five laws of attachment that I just read there. When our attachment to a belief increases, the question of who we are becomes directly linked to what we know. At the highest level of attachment, fanaticism, every decision we make is controlled by our beliefs. We have lost the power of choice. Practice. Today, look within yourself and see where and when you have been a fanatic. When you recognize fanaticism in others, remember that they are not bad or evil. They are only confused due to their extreme attachment to an ideology. And I picked this one because, I'm going to call it like I see it. Now, I took the comment down, and it wasn't that negative or anything. But on Jesus Calling, on the short that I made from the Jesus Calling video yesterday, you heard me say where it starts off. Because it's talking to you, and it says from the deepest part of heaven, or the deepest parts of heaven, or whatever, that he's calling to you. And I personally realized that deepest part of heaven is in here. But somebody commented, no, it's not. No, it's not. What am I supposed to respond to that? I don't know. If we just go biblically, the Christ said the kingdom of heaven is here and now. It's right in front of you. But most people don't choose to see it. And then through some of the Toltec wisdom and things that I read, I understand. I have an individual dream. There's a collective dream as well. And right now, the collective dream of the planet is literally in hell. Most people walk around in their minds in hell. Even me sometimes. All I was saying We're supposed to be trying to find that piece of heaven right here, right now. Not looking off in the distance for it. You can believe me. You don't have to. You don't have to believe me. I made a community comment about this or post yesterday. I'm at the point in my life I don't need to prove nothing to nobody. I don't need to prove anything to nobody or prove anything to anybody. Anyway, sometimes I correct myself if I think I used a double negative or anything like that. Anything that I've retained from, when I studied English in high school and stuff. But yeah, so, some people only see things one-dimensionally. And some people cannot grasp the concept of being one with our Creator and the Creator moving through you. And you actually being able to experience heaven here and right now if you have the right mindset. Throughout your day, you can create a better experience, a better understanding. What I akin to being, like serenity, being in the moment. Just finding that little essence of what the totality of heaven truly is. Ultimately, at the end of the day, not everybody's going to be on the same page. And the only reason I chose this is because in my community comments in my community post yesterday, I was specifically talking about people that point fingers, specifically religious fanatics that can't get past what they were just raised to believe or have never questioned outside of what they were told, and that's fine. Might seem like something, maybe sound like I'm trying to prove anything, but I don't have to prove anything to anybody about my relationship with the Creator, with any of that. I know what I'm shown. I know what I'm shown for myself in my personal life. I'm not here trying to force nothing down anybody's throat. Never have been, and I never will be. So, some people sit on a high horse, especially a lot of so-called religious people. And they continually point the finger, but yet they're not thinking about their own lives. They're not trying to do what they need to do in their own lives or focusing on their personal relationship. Okay, Great Cloud, that's enough. So that's why I chose fanaticism, because I get that a lot. Those are the type of comments that come rant. I don't get it a lot, but over the period of since I've been doing this channel, those are the type of comments that come across quite often that aren't necessarily negative, but it's just people trying to tell you you're wrong in whatever it is you've done or said on a video, and not probably even really understanding why they're telling you you're wrong. So many people want to prove themselves right all the time that they lose track of just living life. That's why I said I don't need to be trying to prove anything or fuss with anybody about anything anymore. I got to focus on the day I'm in and what I need to do in that day. Now, am I getting everything done that Grey Cloud wants to do? Not always. Most days, I'm still not completely satisfied. I'm satisfied to the point where I did do more than I was doing a while back, but I ain't got to where I want to get. I have certain goals I'm trying to reach on my daily routines, and that involves the channel stuff, that involves my chores, that involves my daily walks, my reading, everything. I'm not to the point that I want to be. I need to be able to be filling the entire day with pretty much as much activity as possible, and so I'm still slacking some. Until next time, Grey Cloud here, hoping you have a wonderful day, and don't take any offense to anything I've said. I'm not meaning to be offensive, and there's really not much I can do if someone was offended by anything I said, because it really wasn't offensive. But some people will get offended over the tiniest things, and that's just a part of life as well. And if you don't know, ditto is our way here on the channel in this community. Ditto is how we say we love each other. So I love you. Ditto.